live here. Let me set my light up a little bit. And let me go ahead and set the laptop up. Here we go. All right, laptop's okay. Put that over there. Now let me fix this because I'll be bumping into it. There we go. We're all set there. Let me undo these. We're going to do this wheel. The paintbrush work. Try to get it to look like chrome. Oh, could take. There we go. I still don't feel that's high enough to be out of my way. Let me. That. Kind of like that in a way. That's out of my way. Zoom you in so you can see what I see. Sound like a Christmas song. Do it like that. Like that. That fits good there. Different car inside. It was a left-hand drive Astra you were driving. Now you're in a right-hand drive. That is a big difference. I like that. The wet palette out. Get my eyes. Nice clean. Good luck, mate, and I'm sure you'll be fine. And you're going to get the strategy all sorted out for this start? Yeah, we're going to go through it this one. Good man. All the best, mate. All the very best. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, time for just a very quick word with Dan Camis before we head off. Dan, we were just talking to Ash earlier on. He was saying the car could do with a little bit more pace, but Yeah, he's not wrong. With just a little bit out the window, I would say, which is clearly England's a little bit of the class of the field right now in terms of front-wheel drive. We've come to a rear-wheel drive circuit, so fair play to BMW. You know, but our battles with these two guys right here, and we're just not quite where we need to be.
All right.
But extrapolate that across 24 laps, and you're 2.5 seconds behind at the front. So, yeah, we've done a lot of work. You know, the whole 9,400 miles on it, guys. Color combination of this car, it's a love it or hate it time, but it is a Corvette convertible. Drop the top, let your hair blow in the wind. Lo and behold, look who's there. As usual. But I'm going to show him this time. I'm going to knock him smooth off his feet. I was at that race at the Indy 500. I saw that car on the track. I am going to take it home. Watching Ash and Tommy bid against each other, it's definitely Clash of the Titans and Egos. Now 25 grand, so you could be 25, you could be 25,000. Oh, they've been in a wad all day. Gonna be 25 grand. Now 5-5, gonna be 25-5, 25-5. 25-5 for that Corvette, way overpriced. You know, at the end of the day, this is still just a 98 convertible with decals on the side. 26 grand. I love the big 26 grand. I gave sure Tommy last year. 26 grand. Sell it. You got it, Ash. 25-5. 25-5. I wanted something with flash, and here it is. I stole this motor. Number 22, get a 91 Prelude. Guys, a 91 model Prelude.
I love those cars. They're little race cars to me. This is a play with it car and make it into something cool. But I'll be picking out that Prelude because I already know.
All right.
Preludes anymore, and the kids love these things. It's an easy turnaround, but I'm not going to pay stupid money.
Now we go into the gray.
When you ask for a price on a car, you always want to shoot for the moon, but sometimes I ask for a car, and these guys are trying to lowball me. You know what, Martha? Just for that, I'll start asking Ash. Now 800, now 9, now 1,000, you're out, now 12, now 13, 14, 14, now the next 18, now 16, I can't tell you, now 17, 17, fall. 16, 17,
I should have had this down there too.
Every now and then you'll hear me say that the car is exempt. It becomes exempt after it's at least 10 years old. Also,
Morning, Brian.
it's got a 5-digit odometer on it because the car's so old they didn't have 6-digit odometers yet. Martha, don't let me down here. You need to get on this. Don't let that kid of yours talk you off. Look at it.
All right. I'll try to copy what I got over here.
All the fast cars that I get, you want to drive them, and you don't do them justice. What's better than picking up a Corvette? Picking up 2 of them.
Just pick your spot and go at it. Just make sure it's dark enough.
If you want to see the men turn into boys, just pop up a Corvette here and they're all over it.
Seriously, JD? For my collection over here. $6,600. That is same slash.
Oh, you want to let's see what I got so far. That's what I got so far. Should have took that off.
You know, me and Ash get a little competitive. I got the old school 350 with the carburation system. He's got that LS1 with the my old school 350 against his LS1. Let's see who's got the better car.
Zoom out. There you go. You get the whole picture. Yeah, it ain't bad. Got a lot of detail going in that motor, then the suspension and everything. The front end. Over here, I did the brake rotor and all that. And he has the mirrors with the claw, like I said. I think he'll be happy.
Deserve the best. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Play what you do. Do it for less.
I'm trying to watch what I do.
Right now at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. Don't miss out.
Thanks, Brian.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can
Thought the car show was yesterday, and come to find out, I read the thing wrong.
get it fixed now.
It's going to be this weekend coming up. Following weekend.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah. Take a swing at your kitchen knife.
So I'll be going to that. I got my other paintings all
No fees required.
Is unhinged.
sealed.
While some people keep
They're ready to go.
he keeps a level 1 copy of the Essential Buyer's Guide to the
Now this one.
It's his favorite.
See, I could take some of
Doesn't
these.
trust just any gold auction site. But at Bring a Trailer, he's surrounded by lunatics like him. So when he bids, he knows he's getting exactly what he wants. No, nuance. It's never just a call. Bring a trailer. You prepare for the unexpected. So do we. True One builds workwear offering technical performance fabrics and an integrated workwear system. So you can perform at your best. More for workers. True One. We decided to start giving away world-class vehicles.
So this here is going to be like the big reveal to him what it looks like. If he comes on here today,
Other universities.
I'm sure he'll be on a little bit later.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
He said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune. But I didn't have to listen to them.
Ah,
University that listens to me. Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU. The University of You.
You know, bought this little 9100 Prelude at the auction. I think it's gonna be a cool car when I get through with it. It doesn't look like anything right now, but it'll be a shocker when I'm through. Thanks. Bye. Hey, Pete.
I know. This on the Prelude got a lot of coins and stuff in it. I want to come out and look at it.
There's so many of your coins are.
There's a bunch of old coins out there.
Not just normal coins, you mean? Okay, well, let me go look. You know, we find so much junk in cars. You never know if anything's worth anything or it's not. And since we really don't know who the car belonged to before and couldn't track it down, it's kind of finders keepers. What is that?
They really didn't look like regular coins to me.
Well, that looks like, say 50 cents,
50 cents, they
1700 something on that. See what else is in here. Can't read it, it's so worn. It says Caesar, Canadian, maybe it's Canadian. No, it says United States of America. I don't know what this is, but I'll find somebody that knows something about it. I mean, if it's worth anything, we'll split like we usually do. If these coins turn out to be something, this could be the buy of the century.
finally got the Corvette back to the shop. Got rebuilt 350
I
motor,
need to
got headers,
fix
got
that
hydrogen
up.
core, a lot of badass stuff. This wasn't the stock 350 that was in here. I wish it was, but the same sense, what it is a lot cooler because the motor's been rebuilt. All this stuff is new. It doesn't have a lot of miles onto it. This is a newer style motor to this car. I am so happy to have this car because you don't see too many of these. This thing looks damn good.
So we have ourselves here a 5.7-liter Chevy motor. This thing probably pushes out about 330 to 350 horse the way it sits. Love this motor. This motor is built for speed. It's built to last.
There is some stuff right here that I do not like. Twisty ties on a freaking car, no thingy, that's some homemade house stuff. I want to do some timing onto it just because I know it's that cold start, which is an old freaking Chevy. That's it. Old cars do that. I heard some things that just tells me I need to idle it up.
These things have always run on synthetic oil, so we want to make sure we keep it synthetic. Nice and clean, clear. Got a little miles on it. I'm really not worried about any issues with this thing. Everything seems to be in pretty good order. Just needs a little cleaning on it.
Right now, what I'm listening for is when it goes down an idle or when it comes up an idle. And I'm also trying to feel at the same time, it's got a little bit of a cam and how it's loading a little bit. But I want to feel the misses on it. So I'm either retarding it or advancing. Advancing is turning it clockwise. Retarding it is turning it counterclockwise. I'm set.
Here needs a little cleaning up, nothing major. Engine's in great shape. I'm going to make this thing look nice and shiny on the outside. I want to make sure this thing is so sparkling clean, JD can see his reflection as I'm flying by him.
Ash, I'm getting this Corvette ready. I'll leave you in the dust, buddy.
I took these coins to really well-known appraisers, so if anybody knows what they're worth, he does.
All right, Brian, you take care.
The fortune. I'm gonna hitch my wagon. I'm headed to California. Well, here's what I got. When I first looked at them, I thought they were just junk, tokens for a game. But when I started to look at them, and they had some dates on them, I thought, well, maybe I'm wrong.
Let's take a look. We'll start off with this one. This is a Flying Eagle set, and it is the forerunner of the Indian set, which was the forerunner of the Lincoln set.
Thanks for
This is
stopping
an
by.
1858, and it does have some problems. It's heavily corroded, and it's really worn down. When'd you grade it on a scale of 0 to 70? On that scale with the corrosion and the heavy wear, this is probably a 3. So this car is probably worth about $5.
$5? I'm not
Little
gonna
one
spend
there.
junk over that. And you know what? It cost me more in gas just to get here.
This is an interesting coin. This is a New Jersey copper, a colonial coin before the United States Mint even opened up in 1793. Certainly the oldest coin amongst the three, and certainly unusual to find, is a counterfeit.
Really?
So not any collector value there.
So I haven't paid for college yet.
No,
Is that what
no
you're saying?
college, not even a book.
So far, I've got enough to put lipstick on a pig. So we've got one more. Hopefully, I've got some more money coming.
JD and I are finally here at the Texas Motorplex. If I don't beat him by at least 10 car lengths, I'm going to shoot myself.
I got some badass beaten up parts. I should have no problem kicking his LS1 stock ass. You ready for this?
You ready to lose?
You said you got that LS1 352 board on there. You know, mine's a 350 carburetor with an Elebrock. This is American muscle that somebody's going to get their hands dirty to work on.
Yes. Where'd you put your money where your mouth is? Right here.
What do you got? $3 grand? We're set.
Yep.
Whoever lands it in, get the money.
How you doing, guys? Everyone's calling. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the first all-concrete quarter-mile racetrack in the nation. Nice. You want to throw down some Corvette? Oh, yeah, we're definitely throwing down. Good deal. Well, safety's a priority out here. You got to check your own.
Yeah, I brought mine and everything else. I brought a extra one in case you don't have yours. My daughter's little ATV speed camera helmet.
Oh,
This is perfect for you.
yeah, all right, okay. Well, you know what? Hopefully, you're going to time in your pocket because it's going to be going in the mine. Real sick. All right, take care.
Yeah.
I am going to take all of the extra 150 horsepower I've got under my hood and blow JD out of the water.
Ash, you quit running your mouth. This ain't no 8 mile. This is a man's quarter mile. Time for talk is done. Let's go.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief. Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection. Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save. Drive Time makes it easy to buy a car.
Yeah, already approved. That was easy.
Yeah, and you can even customize your own terms on every car.
Oh, there's a little slider thing. I can change my down payment?
Yeah, and we have thousands of cars under 15 grand.
I've never had this kind of power. Well, lowest down option. Low monthly payment option. I'm making my own deal on all these cars.
Welcome to Car Buying Made Easy. This is a commercial. Go get your real deal at drivetime.com.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-breakfast snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight. Unbeatable deals right now at Harbor Freight's parking lot sale. Don't miss out.
I use my car steel building as my repair shop.
And I use it for my artisanal jam business, and we love it.
Get the steel building you've always wanted, now with unbeatable savings. Toro Steel Buildings, the leader in DIY kits for over 40 years, is clearing out inventory fast. Made in the USA with American steel and designed for easy nut and bolt assembly. Save 20%, 50%, even 70% off, but only while supplies last. Call or visit us online for your free quote. Call now.
There are only a few more.
I'll lighten that area up.
Guys have improved for nearly 20 years, and we've been through hell and back together. When they told me
Just
to go
too
to
dark.
Walmart, they said, "Build me now, I'm in." This isn't some fashion piece.
This area here, I have it too dark,
The kind of man who
so I'm gonna lighten it up.
the function, designed to carry everything you need and more. If anything happens to it, they'll take care of it. No questions, no fine print.
I'll
If you
just
knew the guys
add
that created
some
this wallet, you wouldn't carry anything else. Go check them out because they built this thing right.
I took the coins I found in the prelude to the appraiser. In the first two, it's a crapshoot. So hopefully the third one comes out worth something.
Now this coin is a bust half dollar. These were minted from 1807 to 1836. This coin has some scratches on it, even what they call graffiti. It looks like someone carved in their initials and just intentionally scratched it. But still, it's
See, when you think you have it
the coin's not bad.
too dark, you can go over it with the lighter gray.
This coin would be worth, with the damage, about $45 to it.
I don't think I've made enough for lunch and dinner
No, but you
yet.
made some headway on the tax.
And then when it dries, it'll dry later.
Keep the coin and take these to lunch. I still have to get this car sold. It's gonna have to make up the money that the coin didn't bring in. So I think I'll just keep them. I mean, it's obviously I'm not gonna.
So I still need to go a little bit lighter.
I appreciate it.
But now I'll come in with the
We've built 4 blank slate vacation homes. Now, 4 teams are sent to battle on our biggest stage yet.
Gonna be cool.
A renovation resort showdown. All new Tuesday at 9 on HGTV.
This is so convenient. You go through the style quiz. What is your fit? What's your style?
It's upon you to decide how much you're spending. There's no subscription. If I look good, I feel good. Stitch Fix does that for me.
Stitch Fix, online personal styling for everyone.
These days you've got two choices. Buying a new car or making the one you've got run like you. That's why we have thousands of ASE certified technicians that help you get more out of your car.
now that's way too light.
You're a joy, the overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your guts to free your mood. For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
Sarah Benzine
with the Twins naming rights?
You know, like stadiums that kids are so expensive these days. Here it comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Need a tan? I'm your man to do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's stress? The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
With Chase, you can get a debit card for your kids' independence. And parental notifications, so you can keep an eye on how they're using it. Still on budget. Control for parents.
A little bit
Freedom for
better.
kids. That's family banking from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Selling a car is a big deal. Okay, and some wrong turns. But when you're ready to sell, Car Gurus is a big help. Multiple offers instantly.
The system is outdated and archaic and vulnerable to title fraud. A growing scam of FBI assholes, house stealing. Scammers can now easily download and forge one document, apply one fake notary stamp, and then file it with a reporter. Just like that, the property has been taken out of your name. Then they borrow against your home using your equity.
Find out if you're already a victim. Go to HomeTitleLock.com now.
When we left off, the Battle of the Corvettes was just revving up.
Ash, I'm getting this Corvette ready. I'll leave you in the dust, buddy.
With $3,000 of bragging rights on the line, stakes couldn't be higher. And Martha's hopes of making some extra profit on her found antique coins fell flat.
So I haven't paid for college yet.
No college, not even a book.
Now it's back to the garage to pull the Honda Prelude together.
I've had Junior sprucing out the engine underneath this hood. I want some color in there. You know, putting the spark plugs in there and then putting the wires around with the colored brass, I think that's cool. I think it gives it some flavor when you open the hood. Kids love all these little additions, something different than the next guy has. So this is my little 91 Honda Prelude that I told you about. I called Brad, my graphics guy, and asked him to come out and give me a good idea, give me something cool. I want something that stands out. I want it to have some kind of flair, and another thing is to be easy on somebody's pocketbook.
We could do something like flames on there. We could do the real long dragon, just go across the side of the car with it, and maybe put some lettering on it as well.
That sounds really good to me. I'm excited. Let's get it going. I didn't want just a plain old white Prelude. I wanted something that made it stand out. Going down the road, people are going to look at it and go, hey, that's cool. You know, I paid $18 for this car. I ended up spending $250 on the graphics, around $250 in parts and a cleanup. So really, I'm in this car about $2,500, which is great because I think it's going to bring $3,450 all day long. Wow, Brad, I really like it.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Look at the flames coming out. That's cool. I'm really excited. You know, some kids gonna love that.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a 91 Honda Prelude that started out as an outcast. I see it. There's so much potential. I love the magic that you do on them, and they come out like this. A great, inexpensive, cool car.
I got the knowledge, I got the skills, I got the classic carbureted drag car ready to go. Ash, all you got is a car. I should be able to smoke his ass off the line.
Too bad you're not racing for Piglet today, JD. I really would have loved to take that car away from you and add it on to my collection, but taking the $3,000 and your pride, that's going to be very enjoyable. Come on, let's hurry up and get to the line. I'm going to toy with you up front, just so we can kind of look a little bit funnier. Don't even know how to get to the line.
This part of the process is just back and forth. You gotta sit back, look at it, and then go at it. You gotta keep. You gotta look at this over here, then look at yours, and see what you want. How much of the shadows and everything that you want.
Granny clutching missing gears. Boy, you need to learn how to drive that car.
Because, like I said, this picture is inside the garage. Now, this I'm trying to have it on the outside.
Really? That's what my hand back says. Give me one install today. Well, I'll give you the but I'm still gonna sell that one quicker than yours. Yeah, well, now $3,000 more you gotta collect on it.
I want to follow that a lot because it gives me the shape of the wheel that's there.
Actually seeing the car on the track for the race in Indianapolis, after driving it on a track and saving another $3,000, thank you, JD. I gotta keep this car. I think I'm coming home with me today.
Martha picked up a 1991 Honda Prelude for $1,800.
But after I get all this in, then I could decide what I'm going to throw at it inside the chrome area like that.
$630 on the Prelude, bringing her total cost to $2,430. She'll sell it for $3,490.
Sometimes you could throw more of the chrome look to it or more of the outside feeling like the green coming down of the trees and that reflecting down in it and the blue and everything of the sky. So I'll have that to go over some of this. Not all of it, but some of it I'll just throw some blue around and stuff like that.
Scored a 1980 Chevy Corvette Stingray for $6,600. He dropped $225 into the engine, but after his lost lash, he had to cough up an extra $3,000, bringing his total cost to $98.25. He'll sell this beast off for an even $10K. Looking at what each shark made on the cars they won at auction this week, Martha made just over $1,000. JD pocketed $175. Ash decided to keep his car, putting him at zero. And Tommy saw nothing.
All right, then. And there, job here is done. Wow, looks real good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Can't find another one like this. It came out good. Yes, it did. I'm really happy with it. It is nice. Yes, it is. When you gonna let me start driving? Oh, when hell's week's over, buddy. I guess that's soon enough. You know what? Yeah, probably true.
Beneath the fog, behind the loss, sometimes they come back. There's only one internationally recognized Mopar master, Mark Warner, joined by his friends, family, and dream team, the Ghouls.
Nobody wants to take on the stuff that we take on.
Reviving the past, 100% untouched survivor, resurrecting the icons of American muscle.
We are the Shaolin priests, the Mopars,
Uncovering stories
the baddest car we have here.
and restoring dreams,
The most iconic muscle car on the planet.
putting cars back where they belong. On the road. Beyond the passion. One man's obsession. With Mopar perfection. This is Graveyard Cars.
I'm going to be working with Brian today on a really neat car that I apologize now we haven't featured before. We have so many cars, it's just hard to feature everything. But this is a neat car, and I actually owned it for a long, long time. This is a 1969 Dodge Charger RT SE 4-speed car. That's a very low demographic. There weren't many of them built. We don't know exactly how many. We know how many are registered, and it's not a lot. Any interest in just catching you up? We did the body and the paint. We built out the drivetrain, got it installed. Since then, Brian's done some work on the car. He's just down the taillights, grill, headlights, and some things like that, some rest of the interior. One of the things I want to take a minute and talk about on this car being the fact that it's a 69 RTSE means it gets a wood grain dash. I wanted it done right. So I sent it to Mike Mancini back at Mr. Specialties. I always am in shock at how beautiful their craftsmanship is. And I mean, that wood grain is exactly the way the wood grain would have been back in the day. These are 50-year-old parts. Original tip-top tack, original screw hung fuel gauge, temperature gauge, all the components. The AM radio was rebuilt back to SAP factory specification. all the purple pieces, including the padding. These are originals. You flip it around, you look at the backside, and you've got all new wiring hoses, all of the key components that you can't go out and buy, whether they're a bracket that holds a turn signal flasher, or four-way flasher, or a relay. These are all replated and redone. No rattle bomb restoration stuff here. The vinyl top and the headliner, Marty and Dylan actually worked together on that. A great learning experience for Dylan, because this is all good information. Marty's one of the best in the world at what he does. So they took their time and put those pieces together. But now the headliner, the vinyl top, most of the interior is there. Brings us up to where we're at now is Brian and I are going to work on taillights and grill assembly. Putting the taillights in our 1969 Charger with Mr. B-Man. Did you polish your head? Look at that's sick. All right, show the young folks there at home what we've done to that taillight. That was so pretty.
Well, we took the original lens and polished it out, cleaned it up. Outside of that lens, we have a brand new chrome bezel. These are always broken and destroyed, so we put a new one on there.
I was just wondering, did you redo the silver in there?
Yeah, the silver's been repainted inside.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
we thank Dylan Scott for the paint.
Dylan Scott did a good job on that.
I've been here at Graveyard Cars now for 2 years. Dylan's been here for about a year now, and he works underneath me in the reconditioning process. I always tell Dylan, hey, you don't have to be the smartest one in the room, but if you listen and you pay attention and you apply yourself, you can do really good quality work. You take a look at these taillights that Dylan reconditioned, and it's very clear that Dylan's paying attention and listening because these came out really nice. We have a brand new foam gasket.
Is that an original housing?
That's an original housing. It's been sandblasted and tumbled.
See the original part number right there? Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Original screws that have actually been polished and reused on here.
And then you put a protector over
A little protector.
for the RPM.
So the
Okay.
RPM, you got it.
All right. So the RPM that we're talking about is it has to be on, and the part that it goes on, you want them clean. So what we do is in the case of that tail light, we water blast the house, which leaves it very
Ain't too bad.
clean. Then we put it in the Mr. People tumbler. Spends an hour and a half, comes out, and they look like beautiful brand new pop.
Let's get in there.
Up, but it needs protected. So then we put it underneath the heat lamp, warm it up to probably around 120 degrees. Warm up the RPM, and we just brush that stuff. When it sits, you can polish it out real pretty and shiny, but it will hold up forever.
So we're going to install those in this beautiful black car today.
See, I'm like right in this area.
RTSE have a chrome bezel on it.
Because if it didn't have the chrome bezel,
Try to copy as much as I can to get it.
Good answer.
So I'm right there.
True. You would see a gap. True. Now whether that's why they did it or not, I don't know.
Seems like I gotta do just a little bit there.
So this is definitely a 69 taillight.
yes,
All right.
no doubt.
So what tells us that
And like I said, that lighter color that's in there, that can be a blue if I wanted to give the reflection from here,
It uses the same lens.
like the sky is here, and it'll reflect into that way. It'll bounce off there and go to there. So
1970 Dodge Charger base. First two digits of the VIN would be X.
think of the way
If you had an XP
it's
or an X,
that way, because I got, you can see how I got the brighter white going there and there and there, and over here it's a little bit darker, so the light is going this way.
with that, are we ready to open the trunk and install it?
Yeah,
Let's do that.
and that's your side, sir.
And you can see it right there, going across there in a way.
You know what I have for you?
But here, I'm thinking about
I'm going to show you my nuts.
where this overlaps over top of the door. I'm thinking about dusting some darker blue, or just might mist it with the black in a way to give it that way.
Taillight housing has to ground. You're about to put a taillight housing that must be grounded with no auxiliary ground.
Because this is really rolled under in a way. I don't know why I got that up there.
That holds it all into place because it's welded to the body. You know it's grounded. You push the taillight.
That's just a scrap piece of paper.
It will cut
But
into the housing.
you can see how it's rolled there, going under.
My predecessor. We got our share of guys. We had one guy leave the steering column not coupled together with the steering gear.
How'd that turn out?
My friend Tony D'Agostino was almost killed. there is a coupler that connects the end of the steering column to the sector shaft coming out of the steering gear. It's the main thing that connects it together. It has spines inside of it.
On the motor was really tricky because I had like the carburetor, the valve cover, this wire going around, like how it's got it there, distributor cap. Then you had a couple wires there. Then I had the motor and the alternator there. Then you got the block down here, but it's like all dark under here in a way. And then I got the other valve cover over here, but it's darker on that side. Then I have a with the valve cover here, or not the valve, the the sparkulator. What was it? The one guy calls it the uh, the sparkulator or something like that. But then you got a reflection off the chrome here that carries that. So it's like I'm carrying that reflection that way. And then I have a reflection in the background. But there's like a little thing here. Stuff, little things. Here's a dipstick going down to the motor block. The motor had a lot of stuff. And then your pipes have the chrome look too. And then I tried to get these going as a chrome look also. And the brake rotor, the different bake things that happen on the brake loader, rotor, stuff like that. The headlight, there's a light bulb there. I could see it in that picture. And there's a light bulb there, like dead center. You can see them in a way. Then you can see the reflection, or not reflection, the way the light is made has grooves in it. So stuff like that.
I think they were almost happy. Then you go over to 70, it's the same thing. It's a different tail light, different side marker, a little bit of sequence changes, stuff like that.
Then how the light mounts right to the frame and that on here. This is a hose, a radiator hose coming down. I don't know where it went to, but I seen it on here. Stuff like that, how the radiator mounted right to there. Radiator cover, I should say, because it's not the radiator's right here. Then this is the chrome cover over the radiator. And you try to do it going that way. And then you have the suspension bracket going right there. There's a hose going right here too. I, I'm not sure what that hose was for. But whatever I seen on this picture, I tried to put it in there. That's the it's a C bolt going down that not it put yeah, it's bolt going down like this on both brackets where I got the straight line. It's a bracket holding the spring up there. All kinds of different things that you see when you take a picture and you see this stuff. Try, I try to get some of it in there, most what I can. It's like how I had the valve cover here, put a little indentation, like a valve cover reflection going back into this chrome. Same thing with the blower up top here. Put the little reflection right there going into the chrome of that.
So this year you can win a Lamborghini Huracan Serato, Hennessy Velociraptor, or $100,000.
Put your reflections in as best as you can. Now the same thing with the wheel. I'm trying to do the reflection also. Tire treads, try to get them in. Back here is the spring, so you see it back there, and you see how it's tied down to the drive shaft. Or really, drive shaft is inside there. Or no, the drive shaft's not in there. I'm wrong. Drive shaft is underneath going that way. Underneath the car, it'd be going that way. This is the rear axle.
Thank you. Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at safelight.com.
It's part of the rear end of the car. That's what that is. The axle would be inside this. So that's the rear end of the car. And then he had it's to tie the rear end to the car frame, and that these are the bars. It ties it into the car. Car body bolts onto this. This bolts into the frame of the car, and this is part of the frame of the car.
At Drive Time, you can compare deals and choose your own payment every car.
So you have all kinds of different things, elements of the car, and this windshield here. You see this here? This window flips outwards. So that's why you see a line right there. Still a windshield, part of the window down there.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
So what you see here is what I tried to paint there. Except for I didn't do this background, I did a different background. I'm going to just leave it white like that and leave the forest back here alone. The rest of this up here is going to be left like that. Because if you look at it in person, you just think about that being the forest, everything back there. You could drift into that part of the picture if you want. But I'm trying to keep the T-bucket as the main feature of it. I could do like, if you look at it, let's see. See if I tilt it up.
The back seat is locked into place. I can put the armrest on the left.
We got it tilted up.
Panel. Now the reason that armrest is
Alright.
is because you cannot get that back seat back into position with that armrest already installed.
Do that.
So the next thing I do with all of those items in place is work on the rear portion of the carpet. So this is a process.
If you look at all this, I can do like either way. I could make like a little path going right there, or and then have part of a path going right in here, like a walking path going right through the woods, or right here going through the woods too. So it's the way you want, because that'll be the opening. So you want it, you could do a path going right through the woods if I want. Besides, all up to you. This is like a grass front in a way, and then you make your path going through the woods. So it's different things like that. I try to let my pictures do what they want. I got something over there. I'm going to have to do something on that. Let's get back down to the wood and the car. So it's a matter of using your imagination and giving the person imagination also. See, I could do the path going this way through the woods. I took you off of that way. Probably be better if I did it that way. I'm debating on if I should do it. Alright, let me take you back to that, show you that.
So since doing my first console, I've done a number of them now, and I've learned a lot.
That's why I think it would be good. See, I could do a path going this way. Have it wide here, and then it gets skinny as it goes that way. Now it'll be like a path through the woods. Did it that way, it'd be a path going through the woods. Be cool that way. So that's a cool thing. You just have your own imagination.
But then this upper console piece, which will end up going right there when we're done, has another boot on it. Nicely put into place with these fasteners.
Alright, back to the wheel.
You have your lamps here for your console courtesy. When you open the door, those will pop on. This big piece here is actually fiberglass. Turn that over maybe.
See that?
So this whole piece here, you won't have with an automatic transmission. You wouldn't have this big cutout. But because Mopar on their 4-speeds offset it all to the left-hand side, they had to cover it, that big side step, and that's what they used to cover it with, this fiberglass piece right here. If you are ready, let's pick it up and install it in the car.
Let's do it. You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Careful there, camera boy. A little something back there.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, nice that finishes that off in there.
It sure does.
4 screws to set it.
4 screws to set it. I like to set them back to first.
Pretty much it's just
All
plug
right.
and play. Once you pre-fitted it a couple
Let's
times,
go.
but roll it in.
Alright, I had that there. Let's continue on that.
Now you have your console mounted. After that, you put on the top plate for the 4-speed. You'll do a final adjustment on the glove box doors. There's always a lot of playing around with those. They didn't fit great in the factory, so we'll play with that a little bit. But overall, we should be done here in a couple of minutes and be able to move forward. My Charger had a console in it, automatic. Same console meaning looks the same, except it doesn't have the side piece for the 4-speed.
This working cord is getting easy. A little tight right there.
Is it the 14s in the front?
Yeah. See that?
Is that actually going into anything?
All right. That one started up.
I don't think mine is either.
One of the things about the consoles is they're made of plastic. You can manipulate them a little bit. On the top of the console, you've got a glove box door, you've got a trim plate, and you've actually got a finished plate on the rear, so you've got 3 pieces that need to line up perfectly with each other. And if you just set them on there out of the box, they're not going to do it. So you're able to get in there, make some adjustments, push and pull a little bit, get your screws in the right position so that everything lays down and you get nice gaps and it all lines up together well. That's the thing it took me a while to figure out, but now that I've got it figured out, I think these are going to be a little bit easier moving forward.
So he's just putting the last couple of screws in the console. Next thing we're going to bring in is the top plate.
Yep.
Little shifter's going to go third, second, third, fourth. Reverse. All right. Ready for a top plate and secure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's slide that down there. Line that up with that.
Yeah, let's start with there we go.
Okay, and turn sideways and go under here.
Like, what was that game? Shoots and ladders?
Shoots and ladder. Never played it. Had a dead dad. Tumor in the foot. Colorblind as a bat.
That's
I
unfortunate.
didn't get those things. Part of my job is going through these episodes at the very final stage, and I noticed things over the years. Mark keeps going back to his old bag of tricks. Hey, I had nothing. I had a dead dad, a tumor in my foot, Osgood slaughter. Rare disease of Osgood slaughter in the left knee region. I had a dead dad, a tumor in my foot, and an automatic transmission that slid between second and third.
And 8 crayons.
I had 7 crayons. Tara broke the yellow one. He's got these 4 or 5 things, excuses that he pulls from every time he's faced with something that somebody brings up, something that he maybe should have done as a child. I don't get to watch my teacher. Okay? I get to watch a dead dad. An experience, a game.
Colonel Mustard.
Yeah. I never had that game. I had 4 crayons and a dead dad. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a normal part of your childhood, Mark will deny it and then go to one of these excuses. I should get something for at least the originality. I have a dead dad at 12 years old, so I didn't get heart fracture like the rest of these guys. Now, I don't have time to go down the rabbit trail of each and every one of his excuses in this episode, but I wanted to choose just one to examine scientifically, and that one is money. So in this particular clip, Mark has claimed that he did not have the
See, when you do this, you just pick out the shape
citing, among
that
other
you
things,
want,
one of
and
his favorite go-to excuses is that
as
he
you're
had
coming
that
around, like how I came around with this
that's a
part,
horrible thing to have happen. But he said that he had to drop out of school,
I
go
just
to
picked
work,
out a shape that I had right there. I could see it.
but let's just preface
So I just added that in
Frank ain't no spooner. All he ended up with
as I
was
come,
dad,
as you're doing it.
water, low blood sugar.
So Chutes and Ladders has been around since the 40s. Mark was born in 1962. The game is designed for kids aged 3 and up. Let's just assume that Mark was 9 years old. So this is 1971.
As you keep coming around, you just keep adding
Cost $4.99.
your shapes in there.
Photographic evidence that Mark has received Christmas presents and birthday presents that exceed $4.99. So in one photograph, we have Mark standing in front of a pretty robust Christmas tree, festooned with gifts surrounding him on the floor and holding up a very nice leather jacket, which I'm sure cost more than $4.99. In another photograph, we've got Mark holding up a very nice tapestry rug with a motocross image on it, and a little bit of research I did, that would cost around $10. So in the last photo, which is coincidentally the same Christmas that Mark received the leather jacket, we've got several images of him with new plastic car models. Now, these were priced at around $4, give or take, which puts them squarely in the price class of the game, Chutes and Ladders. So is it possible that it wasn't that they didn't have the money for Chutes and Ladders, but maybe, just maybe, Mark didn't actually want the game? And when he goes to this bag of tricks over and over again, we are beginning to pull on the threads of his particular psychopathy that is unraveling this proposed narrative of a much grander victimology. And that makes me question this photograph of Mark holding a certificate of sanity. And that is what it's supposed to look like when it's all done. Last thing we have left is the ball on the shifter. In 1968, the 4-speed shifter, for the majority of the year, was an inland shifter. You GM guys know all about this. Had a little pull-up handle to go into reverse. That's how you locked it out. And it used a black ball, chip ball. 69, they had a wood grain ball. But I've had people even like Dave Johnson, sweetheart of a guy, have the 69.5 Super B we did. His dad had put a white ball on it back in the 70s or the 80s, and that's what he wanted back on there, but it wasn't right. So when we sent original pictures out on the internet, we got a huge backlash that white ball. So that white ball was by request. We know that it's the wood grain ball. Now, all that was off the table in 1970. You know why, Chemical? Pistol windshield. Went to the pistol grip, there was no going back. Ford, Chevy, AMC, everybody in the world, they had pistol grip engines. It's true, it's a real thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about too, because I've seen the pistol grip engine now. And you should have the lens already got it.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Foley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd you call her?
No, you need to watch the Auto Body LLC.
We actually sold the twins' name names.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
Peter Pan, I'm your man. Do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
What's for us? The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whatever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste. Buying a car is kind of a big deal, but you use the Car Gurus app. That's a price drop alert. So the deals come to you. Oops. Big deals right when you need them. Car Gurus. Download the app today.
I'm at a loss for words that I have to give up all of this to go back to the frontier.
Are you guys ready to get rid of these devices? Going back to the frontier, it's going to be life-changing for all of us. So we need to work together.
This is what the frontier is all about.
Back to the frontier. All new Thursday at 8, 7 Central. There are only a few men I've trusted in my life. Two of them just as small. I know the guys
building the wallet, like I said, build me now. Yeah, this isn't some fashion piece. This isn't just some trend. These wallets are a direct reflection of the kind of man who built it. It's built to last. It's built to function. Designed to carry everything you need and more. If anything happens to it, they'll take care of it. No questions, no fine print. If you knew the guys who created this wallet, you wouldn't carry anything else. Go check them out because they built this thing right.
This is the one who never stops. She works around the clock and knows when it's all on the line. Having the right supplies makes all the difference. The industrial grade products you need. Call quickgranger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
When life happens, get Dave. Up to $500. Oh, baby! In 5 minutes or less. Download the app, sign up, and get money.
Kind of genius.
Try Dave today and see Bad Guys 2 only in theaters.
All right, let's see if we can feed this thing in there. Gotta work around that brake pedal.
Okay, hang on right there now.
1 second.
There we go. Don't hurt me.
I won't. I'm
You're hurting me.
stuck behind the brake pedal. Hang
Go
tight.
ahead and get it where it's ready to come through there.
When it comes to installing these steering columns, definitely get somebody to help you. There are a lot of things that need to be lined up properly for that to go into place just right.
Okay. Come on in with it.
There's one person that's got to take that thing and guide it through the opening of the firewall, and you've got somebody else over there receiving it, working around exhaust manifolds and brake lines and trying to get it down to line up perfectly with the steering gear that's sitting there waiting for it.
There we go.
That feels good.
That's it.
All right, let me get a couple of nuts up on here.
It's a pretty simple process at this point. We've got the splines lined up and they're already slid on, so he's just getting the column support brackets in place. But we are on the splines all the way. We have a roll pin that needs to be set.
One of the most important things that I've heard around here is make sure you put the roll pin through the coupler where it mates up with the steering gear. Safety first.
That's that roll pin I was teasing Brian about the other day that one of our former assembly guys went ahead and left out as Cindy got his chemo scar. We were driving it around the building and lost our steering. So it was probably the roll pin's fault. For sure. The coupler or the steering gear. Could have been the sun or the moon. Let me tell you whose fault it wasn't. It wasn't the technician's fault. Been doing this a long time, folks. Long time. Heard it, seen it all. Saw a guy spend 6 hours buffing the hood of a 72 Coronet, and every time I walked past it, it didn't look any different than it did before. Because I don't want to burn the paint. So I said, well, show me what you're doing. He was holding the buffer an inch away from the panel. He was air buffing.
That's a shoe story.
No, it's a gospel. I said, dude, what do you think is going to happen? He goes, when you're doing it, it looks to me like you're not touching the panel. You can do that until the second coming. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You see what I mean? Wonder I haven't had a breakdown.
I ain't riding on no plane, Hannibal.
Okay, just one more real quick one, but other than the fact that Mark's afraid of flying and B.A. Baracus is afraid of flying, Mark doesn't drink, Baracus doesn't drink, Mark's into Gotti jewelry, and B.A. Baracus is into Gotti jewelry. I got a couple of little connections here, but what in the world does this have to do with installing a grill in a 1969 Dodge Charger?
Precious.
Well, no, it's not Mickey from Rocky.
That was Bill.
It puts the lotion on.
That's Mickey.
That's what you just did.
I
That
said
was the worst
precious.
That's job I've ever heard.
Wait up. Hey, kid. Hi. Hey. Hey.
Are you telling me to sound like Mickey?
Mickey loves you.
I hope we can do that. All of that. I have a real bad feeling we can't. Okay, we got a steering gear in, so what is next, sir?
Seats and or the front end.
I think we're already just finishing up the front seat, so
Okay.
next stop is front end, which we have over there and ready to install.
Ready to go?
After that, we'll do seats. We have a bumblebee stripe, a windshield, and a back glass. We have to start that, and it'll be very, very close to getting in alignment and delivered.
Absolutely. I like it. I know what are you gonna do with all over Mick. I know what we're gonna do.
I don't know, kid. Maybe join us like this or something.
Overlap? Okay, two quick last things for me, and then I'm out. Okay. The first is I apologize for anybody who had to endure Mark doing an impression of Hoosier as Mickey from Rocky doing Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, because that's something here. So number two, this finally makes a little bit of sense. In the weird maze of Mark's brain, we've got a connection, and that connection is Mr. T played both B.A. Baracus in A-Team and Clubber Lane in Rocky 3, which apparently is one of Mark's nemesises. What's the plural for nemesis? Nemesati? I have no idea. But nonetheless, Mark thinks he's Rocky.
Still to come. Conflicts arise as assembly continues on the 1969 Dodge Charger.
We have no RT emblem here.
I asked him to order it 3 months ago.
That hole is half a hole off, but possibly more important than the assembly work. Ryan may have some explaining to do when Mark confronts him about his styling choices. When did you finally give up and say it's so damn low? When Graveyard Cars returns.
You're a joy, an overwhelming relief after Miralax helps you go. Miralax works naturally with the water in your body. Miralax, free your guts to free your mood. For more fiber per serving than any other gummy, try Mira Fiber.
True Works high performance workwear keeps you cool and dry when the heat is on. So ditch the heavy denim and light, stretchy, gear that's as capable as you are. True Work, no sweat.
Lamborghini Huracan, innocent velociraptor, and $100,000 cash. This is
Worship.
I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Red. Every year we give you a chance to win big. All you have to do is go to red.com, buy anything, and you're automatically entered. Good luck.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief from Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief. Visible repair of the intestinal lining.
And lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infections, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection. Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
With Drive Time, you can get approved fast right on your phone with no credit hit.
I just need an affordable car.
We've got thousands of cars under 15 grand. You can customize your terms on any of them.
I can change my down payment. This feels good.
This is a commercial. Go get your real good at drivetime.com.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whatever snack a wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it. You have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here. Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past. Unlike me. You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
This 1970 Dodge Charger RT is one of 7,131 ever built. It left the assembly line with a 440 Magnum engine and an automatic transmission. The 1970 Dodge Charger is my dad's all-time favorite mopar, as everybody knows. It also happens to be the topic of this week's autopsy report.
Yeah. I had a 70 Charger burnt orange after 5 annually strong one right now. It looked just like a white top with burnt orange interior velvet seats. So it would have been an RT except for the dead dad and the tumor in my foot. Osgood slaughter, colorblind. Plus that guy down at the end of the block.
Anyways, on that note, this is the topic of this week's autopsy report.
Is it?
It's Kurt here. Okay, so remember folks, B read offender tag, left to right, bottom to top. So let's get started. The first code we have is E86. That's the 440 Magnum engine, and it produces 375 horsepower. D32, that's the 3-speed automatic transmission. XS29, the X stands for Charger, the S stands for RT, and the 29 stands for two-door hardtop. U0G, the U means it's a 440 Magnum, the 0 represents the year, so in this case it would be 1970, and the G stands for the assembly plant, in this case that's St. Louis, Missouri. 165239, that's the unique serial number for this car. Okay, so we're moving up to the next line. FF4, that stands for light green metallic. C6XA, that stands for all vinyl black bucket seats. TX9, that's black upper door trim panel. B24, that's the scheduled production date for this car. So in this case, it's November 24th, 1969. 033486, that is the shipping order number for this car. You can find that number on the broadcast sheet or the window sticker. And then we're moving up to the next line, V1X, black vinyl top. B51, power disc brakes. C16, center console. C55, bucket seat. H51, that's air conditioning. That's a pretty awesome feature back then. Take that for granted nowadays. J25, 3-speed wipers. We're going to move up a line to M21, and that is drip rail moldings. M31, belt moldings. N85, tachometer. N95, evaporative emission. R11, AM music master radio. B8X, that is the black bumblebee stripe. We're going to move up to the last line, and that starts with 26. That means 26-inch radiator. END, that is the end of this car's sales code and the end of this week's autopsy report. See you guys next week.
Hi, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful here. Have you ever watched professional football and seen the players on the sidelines putting one of these up to their mouth? Where are you going to get your oxygen? Boost has 95% pure oxygen in portable, lightweight, and completely recyclable canisters. Boost Oxygen is for performance. It's for faster aerobic recovery. It's for results. Man, I love results. Let your competition be the one sucking you. Get Boost Oxygen at major retailers nationwide.
The FBI calls it house steal, the latest scam where a cyber thief transfers the title of your home out of your name and steals your hard-earned equity.
It's roughly 60 to 90 days for that person to even figure out that they're the victim of this crime. You start getting foreclosure notices, and you realize you've got 4 mortgages on your house that you didn't even know existed.
Unfortunately, it's on you to protect yourself. You might already be a victim. Check your title status now at titlelock.com.
If you misplace your card, swipe to the right and card's locked. The Chase mobile app has card lock. Locked, unlocked, locked, unlocked. And it has encryption technology to help you keep your data safe. That's peace of mind from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Need parts fast? We got fast. Need them now? We got now. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. We're O'Reilly Fast. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
I use my Toro Steel Building as my repair shop.
And I use it for my artisanal jam business, and we love it.
Get the steel building you've always wanted, now with unbeatable savings. Toro Steel Buildings, the leader in DIY kits for over 40 years, is clearing out inventory fast. Made in the USA with American steel and designed for easy nut and bolt assembly. Save 20%, 50%, even 70% off, but only while supplies last. Call or visit us online for your free quote. Call now.
Are you ready for an electric joyride? It's just a few clicks away. Introducing electric e-bikes. Experience what it's like to feel like a kid again. And feel confident with the best-selling electric bike in the U.S.
We have every type of bike for every type of rider. Shipped to your doorstep for free. Little to no civil required. Hop on to your next adventure. Only at electricebikes.com. Electric e-bikes. Affordably awesome.
So right before we install this, I just want to point something out. The boys and girls in TV land, which camera's my love maker? We have no RT emblem here. Brian knows that. Mark knows that.
I asked him to order it 3 months ago.
I ordered it 3 days ago. So we know it's not there, so please don't blow up the world and let us know. 2 is, all of the pieces that you're seeing here, I believe, are the new Classic Industries reproduction grill.
This is the original grill, Mark.
All of this is?
All of that.
What about moldings?
Moldings are brand new.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're the Classic. So this is an original grill? Boy, that's nice. So is it the 68 that we bought all the pieces
Yeah,
for?
well,
Got it.
Willie painted this.
That new paint that he's using, the silver paint?
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a pretty grill. That's a good looking setup. Let's put this on there.
Let's do it. You ready?
It's just a slow, easy going
Yeah.
process. We're gonna get this out of our way.
Okay. Installing a grill assembly, that is definitely a 2-person job. So I'm going to go ahead and have Mark help me with this one. Try to do it by yourself, you're probably going to scratch something up, especially on these chargers. This is a big, heavy...
I get all this on here, and then I gotta let it dry so I can go back over it, because it is a lot of paint.
And that hole there. That's the only real steering we have to do.
Then it
When you put this header assembly
it'll
in place,
define
you're
all
gonna
the
find about 4 different factors.
details that I want.
So you need to really take your time. If something goes bad, step away, back off, reassess, try it again. If something feels like it's binding up, don't just force it into place. You can probably put one.
If you want to put one in there, I'm just going to make sure I'm in the actual hole here.
I just want to get one in here to hold it.
Well, I'm actually in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Get him in. Then I'll go through a couple.
Okay.
I know they were there.
See, I want this.
See, that's just silly humor right there. That's childish. My jokes and my humor, they have a way to intellect behind them. You know what I'm saying? There's a thought behind my comedy. I don't just shoot out whatever sparks off in my head. If I did, I'd be in prison. I'm assuming you didn't clean the threads on the studs.
I did not.
Good job.
Thanks.
I just paid you back because now I just dropped them fast. We're even now. The cleaning threads is getting a tap and a die, and cleaning up the bolt threads, cleaning up the nut threads, making sure that you can roll them in, roll them back out by finger, because at some point you're not going to be standing here in a perfect working way. That fender needs to come in. One of the things about this is this header, this mounting panel is only so wide. So if your fenders are set out a little bit too wide, you can't get your bolts started. So when we started this, we agreed that we had too wide of a gap between the fender and the hood over there.
Right.
That fender needs to come in a little bit.
Okay.
Just a hair.
Yeah.
Because I can't get my bolts started.
Okay.
So I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's see that.
So can you loosen the 2 half-inch bolts up on the fender?
Yeah.
Those 2 right there.
These 2 right
Yeah,
here.
just get those loose.
Okay.
I think with those we can at least lock it in a little
Okay.
bit.
I'll get that.
Once we do that, we'll put the rest of the fasteners in it, tighten up the bottom of it. There's a couple brackets down there that have to go in, and then I'm probably going to end up cutting them loose to do the bumper and balance and the seats. I got to go call in the windshield to have it set. I got to call the back glass to have it set. And Dougie's coming over to put the carburetor on it. So here in a few days, I think a couple, 2, 3 days, this thing ought to be ready for a road test and a wheel alignment, which
I
is
think
great.
so.
I'm optimistic enough I might set up an appointment for that.
I like that.
I'm a little short, but it shouldn't be into that. So let's check our gap. We'll go ahead and set the bolt in
Yep.
there. And
See
we'll
what
check
we're
our
dealing
hood fender gap and see what we have.
Okay.
Well, again, you probably need to clean the threads, right?
I don't typically clean these threads.
You should clean those threads.
I will clean these threads.
You now have my authorization to clean those threads.
Done and done.
Okay. Good job.
Oh, I didn't clean those threads.
Yeah. The fact that that bolt is half a hole off, and this won't come over anymore. So we've got to realign the front fenders to a point where those will go into their spot like they're supposed to. After that, do a final adjustment on the hood, put the rest of the bolts in there and tighten it in.
That's right.
For the most part, it looks to me like that it all needs to come over this way.
Still to come, when Mark critiques Brian's aerodynamic hair strategy.
Did you try Rogaine? Did you put stuff on your head?
Brian and Mark gang up on Royal Suburban and Fire 2.
They're cul-de-sac. Yeah, it makes you look 30 years old.
Finally, Brian enlists the youngest Scott when the eldest Scott drops the ball.
He's back there on his phone doing what he does. There's no pain on the mouth. That's what I know.
When Graveyard Cars returns.
This good? I consolidated my debt with SoFi, and this is Ask Members Anything. How did SoFi actually help? By lowering my monthly payments and making my monthly payments actually matter. Is your interest rate lower? Yes, and it is fixed. What's worse, high interest debt or bad wine? High interest debt because you can't pour it down the drain. Go get your money right with SoFi.
This is good.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Can confirm. Very easy.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at SafeLight.com.
The people I see just need a little help. Workout wear is my only wear. The solution is easy. Stitch Fix. Just take a quick quiz to share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist will send personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Online personal styling for everyone.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here. Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past. Unlike me. You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally. Are you here for Tracy?
We're here for everyone. Mimo and I help people save hundreds by customizing car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
We ordered a limo, not a limo.
Oh yeah, we do that too.
Limo?
At your service. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The one-of-a-kind joy of Kellogg's cereal and ice-cold milk.
Other universities can fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job to go to school.
He said it would take me 4 years to graduate.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
At Sargento, we've been making your post-lunch, post-dinner, post-whatever snack a wow, wow, wow. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high-quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste. Even though we pre-fit the fenders in the doors long before it ever got painted, in this particular case, when we put the latch tray on, we had no trouble getting the bolts in on one side, but when it came to the other side, they were about an eighth of an inch at being able to go into the hole. I probably could have used, come along and hold the fenders together. The other thing probably is sometimes take those holes and they'll become just a little longer. Not here, because they like their jobs. So in this particular case, we got our great. The grill is pretty close. It just kind of gets shifted a little bit underneath the header this way, and the hood needs to be adjusted a hair that way. The only thing is, we're not going to do that right now. The heavy lifting is done here. This is the part that so with that, I'm going to let Brian go ahead and put the bumper and the balance on, and then we'll do a final fit and a line. Perfect. You can go ahead and put the seats in it. I'm going to go call in the windshield and back glass and set up an appointment. And then I got to get done with the program. Yeah, what you got to tell you before program. I don't mean this in a bad way. When did you finally give up and say it's okay, I'm bald? Did you try to fight it for a little bit like Royals still fight? 2002. No, I understand you're bald. I get that. 2000. This part here, Royal won't shave this. Oh, that's ridiculous. You have bizarre shaped ears. You have no hair. You need to
shade that off. Mark, I can't let go. Can't let go of this. He's quoted 100 times saying it's a halo. It's a cul-de-sac. It's a cul-de-sac. Yeah, it makes you look 30 years older. So why did you? Yeah, it's royal. But it does it. Yeah, that makes no sense. No. So you at what age? 28. 28. You were done. You knew it wasn't going to happen. Did you try roofing it? Did you? No. Did you put stuff on your head? No. You haven't tried putting some on now. I realize you live in the Covert Hills, right? Covert Hills. Yeah. The Covert Hills have eyes. Jupiter 2. Put that back on. Jake Highwood. Yeah, you guys close those irises way down on the cameras. For that beat. When you're putting her together, you did all right there, buddy. You did okay. Well, thanks for the help, buddy. You imagine this Facebook? God, it'd be like an omen. I don't think so.
Now it's a matter of just keep playing with it till you feel it.
So I'm going to start on the driver's side. First thing I like to do is grab that driver's seat, set it in. It doesn't matter which side you start with. I just like to drive. I like to drive these cars, so I want to get a driver's seat in first. So we set the seat in place. 4 nuts to attach it on the bottom, and then we can snap in the headrest, and it is done. Move on to the passenger side. Same thing, rinse and repeat. We're going to set the seat in place. 4 nuts on the bottom.
Keep playing till you feel it. It'll tell you when it looks good.
And voila, we have a completed interior. Time to move on to the outside of the car.
SandCloud chose the Capital One Spark Cash Fund. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more. What's the yours?
It's better, smoother, more powerful. We took our most loved pit bull shavers and stepped up their game. Introducing the X5 series. Whether you're looking for a complete grooming package or an affordable shaver that delivers perfection, the X5 series has it all. Shavers built for people who like it quick, clean, and effortless. The grip, never better. The blades, cut smooth without nicks or irritation. Speed, unmatched performance in seconds. Explore the X5 series on skullshaver.com.
These days, you've got 2 choices. Buying a new car or making the one you've got run like new. We know which one we choose. That's why at Firestone Complete Auto Care, we have thousands of ASE certified technicians nationwide trained to spot an issue with your vehicle before it becomes a problem. Get more out of your car. Firestone Complete Auto Care.
I am naturally biased because I just joined Bridge as the chief creative partner, but I'm just going to speak facts here. It's slim, it's RFID blocking, it's awesome, it's comfortable, I love it. I carry it every day. And then every wallet at Ridge.com has like an unlimited lifetime.
See, now I could just add a little bit of blue here, there. Wait, just keep playing with it. I feel that right now.
And an integrated workwear system. So you can perform at your best. Work wonders through work.
Hey, I think we're good. I think we're good right there. Let me take these away. There you go. Let's see what I got. That's it. That's what we got there, folks. Happy with that. Happy with today's feed. Thank y'all for coming by. Remember, hit that like and subscribe. I need some subscribers. People subscribe to the
I
channel.
wanted to get a little bit of help getting the last couple of boxes on the car, the front bumper and the balance. such a good job with his reconditioning. And now I'm starting to get him more and more involved in these sim racing experiences. So we looked around, and lo and behold, the balance was not ready because the
I wasn't going to do a video today, but I figured I'd do
on his phone doing what he does.
the last of
There's no pain on the balance. That's what I know. So I grabbed
this
one,
car.
get this bump out.
Show you all what I got.
The best way to install
And we'll see what happens on the next video. I don't know what I'm going to do. Don't know if I do it. But there you go. That's it. And thank y'all for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell some people. I need plenty of subscribers. Probably need a famous person to come on the channel and start talking or chatting with me. I don't know what it's going to take to get to that 500 to 1,000 subscribers, but that'll be it. Alright, so that's it. Talk to y'all later. Bye.